Hello mi gente, I am Keskion, content creator, and this is All the Juice, the podcast where I interview content creators and influencers to know their challenges, their stories, and their juicy secrets. Today at All the Juice we have a 22-year-old content creator and Red Bull lover who describes herself as someone who keeps vibing and surviving through life. She has over 300,000 followers across platforms and more than 10 million likes. And she's been part of TV shows like Metsä Haaste and Pause from Yle. She is Lexi, aka Nordic Light Skin. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Happy to have you here.
I'm really
today.
happy to be here. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited too, and like to get to know you better in person. You know,
yeah.
because
I think this is like the first time we meet like properly.
Talking. Yeah, because we've seen like on bars and so on,
yeah.
but we have never
Nightlife.
actually interacted. Yeah, nightlife. You know how it goes. So what are we drinking today?
Pomegranate juice. It's my favorite juice.
I'm so happy. Then I'm gonna try it. I actually have never had pomegranate juice.
Really?
I don't think it's very common in Spain. It's nice.
It's nice. I like
strong,
that.
But nice.
Yeah, it's strong. I like it that it's not too sweet and it's not too like tangy.
Yeah.
Like it's very good.
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
very nice.
I don't drink. It's not the juice that I drink like every day.
Mm-hmm.
Normally it's like apple juice or orange juice, but like. If this is like at any restaurants or anything, I always take this.
Oh, that's very nice. Like as I said, I have never had it, and something that surprised me, like everyone who comes to the podcast always have like applecini or like orange juice or
but
like
they're
the
the basic
typical
ones because they're
yeah.
always so good. But honestly, like I like mandarin juice more than orange juice or like clementine juice because it's so much better. It's so much better.
Can you find it in stores?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you can find it in basic like S Market or Go Market or whatever.
Okay.
It's always there.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Nice.
I think Valio has one.
Yeah.
Basic, but no one ever takes it. And when I tell someone that there is like mandarin juice, they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, there is.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's sweeter than.
Yeah, it's less acid, I guess, than the orange one.
It's very good.
That's very interesting.
Works for hangovers.
Okay, that's good to know then.
I'm gonna take one more sip. It's so good.
Yeah. So I have so many questions for you today. I've been following you for a while, and it made me very happy. I think the first time I interacted with you was because you commented on some of my videos.
Some of your TikToks.
Yeah,
I love your
like,
TikToks.
Oh my god, that was so cool. Because I kind of feel like. Still, even if you have followers, I don't know about you. I would love to know about your opinion on that. But I have some followers and I still think it's just numbers, it's not real people. It's just like, it's not
crazy.
happening.
It's crazy
right?
to think about that, yeah.
But when I see you like 250,000, like, all of those followers on TikTok, I'm just like, she is a content creator. She's so big,
it's crazy. Like, sometimes I don't even like, it's a huge number, but I don't like realize how big the number is. Like this one time we were at a concert with my friends at like Hartwall Arena or something. And I think Hartwall Arena fits like 15,000 people. Yeah. I'm not sure if about 15,000. And I was just looking at all the people there and I was like, I could like fill this up like so many times.
Yes, exactly.
Like if you put my followers together.
Yes.
My math is not that good, so I can't even count. But maybe like, I'm not even gonna try that.
Times?
But many times,
yeah.
very many times. So it's crazy to think that all those people are like actual people.
How do you start it in social media?
Well, I've always liked posting on social media. Like it's something that I've always done before, like all the followers that I got. But this one day, I wasn't working. I graduated from high school, so I had nothing to do in my life. Like nothing was actually 3 years ago, probably like in September 2019, I think.
Yeah.
About. So I was just going through TikTok. That was also the year I downloaded TikTok because I never had Musical.ly or anything. I was like, TikTok is nice. Yeah. And I saw all these people making the videos, and I was like, I want to make some. Okay. I want to make some. And I didn't tell my friends. I told no one. Because it was embarrassing. I remember the time when like making TikTok was embarrassing.
You remember, like there was the time when it was embarrassing.
It was, so I didn't tell anyone. Okay. And I remember we were out with friends. I remember having about 5,000 followers on TikTok. And one of my friends were like, I saw one of your videos. And I was like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
That's not me.
Yeah, that's not what we talk about. Because still, this day, if my friends watch my videos next to me, I'm like, don't watch it.
I don't, exactly the same.
I don't want you to watch them. Like, I don't care if they watch them. It's not that. But there's something about if I see someone watching it next to me, I'm like, no.
Yes, I
don't
have
watch
exactly
it.
the same. It's just so uncomfortable listening your voice and just like seeing you, and it's just like
I'm like, no, that's not me. That's not me. But yeah, that's how I started. I didn't have work. I wasn't at school, so I just started making videos. And then I applied for like jobs. I was still like working after that, but that's how I started because my life was so boring. So I started making videos.
Okay, so when is the first time that you get a viral video, and how did you feel about that?
Actually, my first video that got 400K was a video where I was doing like some math problem. Like it was like a joke. So I put 1 + 1 and then I put like 1 + 1 is like 11. And I was like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. And that got like 400K and I was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, this video? Because I feel like nowadays, if I don't put that much energy or thought in videos, it's gonna go like, more people are gonna like it. But when I put time in a video, it's like it doesn't go anywhere.
Yes.
But I was so excited. I was so happy and scared. I was like, this is so many people seeing this.
Yeah.
It was so scary, but I was happy about it. It was actually, I think it was the same year when I started, so it was cool.
So after that, did you continue doing like this kind of relatable videos, because your account was just relatable, right? At the beginning.
I've changed my name so many times. So many times. But yeah, I was doing sketches and funny videos and relatable videos where I was just complaining about life. I mean, I still do it, but at that time I was doing it more. I remember doing so many videos in 1 week. Like I was just doing so many videos. And I was really happy that people started liking it. Like when I saw that people were saying and commenting that you're so funny, you're so relatable, and we want more of this and more of this, and I started like realizing that people really like what I do. And it's a weird feeling, because for me, I'm just like doing something I like I'm just posting whatever, and then people like it, and it's a crazy feeling. Honestly, it's a crazy feeling. It's like, wow. Like people actually like me. It's really good. I like it.
It's very nice, actually. It's so weird when you get the first viral video. I remember, like, for me it was also very strange. It immediately like led my path, because I started to speak about Finland, and then I remember it was something like 5 good things about Finland or something like that, and it was for the Spanish community, because back then I was an au pair in Finland. I didn't have like the Finnish SIM card, which TikTok goes with a SIM card to
that's
present
true.
to the audience, right?
Oh yeah.
So I started in Spanish doing those kind of videos, and I got like, what? It's just so mind-blowing that you really don't realize how much people you are like actually not influencing, but like reaching with your videos. So it's just very funny how TikTok works, and it's just so unpredictable.
I forgot about that, like that SIM card thingy, because like if you have the SIM card, like the mobile plan of one country, it's gonna go there.
Yeah,
maybe I should buy an American mobile plan then.
Yeah, maybe. Like I thought about that, not of course for my account, but like business accounts and etc. I think that would work.
That's a hack.
Yes, because for me it was like life changing, and it was so messed up. I had like already 30K, something like that. Well, no, maybe 20K in the Spanish community. Then I changed my SIM card because I was staying in Finland. I get my Finnish SIM card, and suddenly I start to see all of those Finnish videos in my For You page. I don't understand anything because I didn't speak any Finnish back then. I don't understand anything. I start posting videos, don't get any views. People just commenting in English or Finnish. I'm like, what is going on, right? Until I found out about the SIM situation, and then I changed to English, which I'm very grateful for, because it also helped me to be way more fluent in English. Like at the beginning, I was just so scared. I'm just like,
I can imagine.
Oh my god! But yeah, it's so interesting. And speaking of, like, where is your audience located? Because you have so many followers.
Most of them are in Finland. I think the last time I checked, it was like maybe like 70% from Finland, and then maybe 12-15 from the UK, and then the rest of is like from the United States.
Okay.
But yeah, most of them are from Finland, definitely.
But you still have a lot of followers from the US.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
too.
really difficult to get, especially
It
from a
is.
country like Finland. Like,
But I really like it. It's like, it's cool to get, because I feel like, I mean, of course I make videos for like everyone, but it would be so cool to like reach actually like, you know, the United States and like maybe Australia, like the whole world to like see your
Yeah.
videos, because that's what I want to do. So maybe one day, but for now, Finland is good. Finland is good.
just step by step.
I mean, for my followers, like it's for my followers that I'm in the point in my life that I'm right now. I'm really like grateful for that.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't think people really realize, like maybe followers don't always realize how much they mean to like influencers.
Yeah.
Because they're literally the people that helped
Them to
us
be there,
come to
yeah.
this point. Like no followers, no influencing, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, of course you can influence, but like, it's just the fact that the more followers, the more views you have, the more money you're gonna get, the more like how do you say? You're gonna get on more platforms. People are gonna notice you more. You're gonna get more jobs. You're gonna get more opportunities on with different industries. So the followers, that's the like. Thank you.
When is the first time that you actually think like, holy shit, I have a big amount of followers?
I don't really know. I think I've never had like the realization at like just one point. I think like all the time when I get more followers, I'm like, people are following me. I think about that almost every day when I see my followers or like the numbers. I'm like, wow, like they just keep coming and coming and coming. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so fun, but it's so crazy.
And do you think for you it was something more steadily between like from video to video, or did you have like some kind of super viral video that brought all of your, or like the majority of your
No, I
audience?
think it's been pretty steady. Like sometimes obviously when you get a video and it goes like more viral, you can get like a pinch of more followers, but it's been like throughout the whole 3 years that I've been on TikTok and making like putting my time onto it, it's been really steady. Like it just goes all the time like this,
Little by little.
little by
but
little.
That's very nice. And like 10 million likes is so much actually if you think
It's
about
really
it.
much.
What do you think is your most liked video?
I think I have like 500k on one
Wow.
video. I think it's a video I made like 2 years ago. Yeah, that's the most.
Wow, what is the video about?
It's actually not. It's not about anything. I have a filter on that. It was a baby filter.
The mosquito one.
Yeah, it's the.
Doesn't really work.
It was like a baby filter, and I saw people making videos with that filter, and they were looking cute. They looked adorable, like
You
little
look
babies.
adorable too.
I looked like a mosquito, and it was so funny. And I was like, why? I think I even put like on the description of the video. I was like, why does this make me look like a mosquito? And it when I have like 4.5 million views on that or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, this goes viral.
It's
Really?
always the most
It's
silly
always the
ones.
ones. But I'm really happy about it though. It was like, I just saw it going and going and getting more likes. I'm like, wow, okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Let's go for it.
But I liked the video. It was a funny video though. It was a funny video.
No, it's definitely funny. But I don't think you look like a mosquito. Even though the description makes the video even funnier.
It does,
You know,
it
like,
does.
That's why it has so many likes, you know, because it's like, oh my god, this is so funny. But yeah, so I also wanted to know, when do you start being noticed by brands and like TV shows in Finland? Because as I said in the intro,
Yeah.
you've been in TV shows. When does that happen, and how did you feel about that?
I felt crazy. It was like, cause I've always like kind of looked up to like people who like, well, I've never really followed like too many Finnish like influencers in my life, but like I've always followed the American ones, and like seeing what they do and getting all these brand deals, I was like, I want to do that one day.
Yeah.
And I remember my first brand deal, which is not a surprising industry, but like Junkyard contacted me once, and they were like, do you want to get some clothes and make a picture about it? And I was like, free clothes for a picture?
Definitely.
Like, really? Me? You want me? And I was like, okay, sure. And then like all these brand deals started coming pretty steady to like maybe once, twice in a month, and it just kept coming, and I was like, is this really something like
It's happening.
yeah, it's happening, like free stuff, money, and it's, oh my god. Because how do you say it? I feel like I'm really like, to get these opportunities, it's crazy because not a lot of people get that, and I'm really thankful for that because I've had I was struggling when I was younger, and my family was struggling. So the opportunity to get this, I feel really privileged. So like every brand deal that I get, I'm really thankful for it. Like it always helps. So yeah, it was crazy getting the first one. I was like, wow. And about the shows that I was in, the first one was Metsähaste. It was last year, 2021. Yeah, what year is it now? 22? 21. Yeah, 21. So I remember getting a message if I want to participate in Metsähaste, and
Can you describe what it is for the people who don't know?
Yeah, so Metsähaste is they take a few influencers and just throw them in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Just like go, and then we compete in different challenges, like as two teams. Like we went scuba diving, and then we were searching for treasures with like the metal detector thingy, and then we were finding these little bags, it looked like a little jungle box thingy. So we were just, I hurt my knee also because we were like running all the time. It was really funny. Not funny, it was fun. So the first time I heard about Metsähaste, I remember seeing maybe like a few years ago some of the Finnish influencers going, but I didn't really remember what it was. So when they asked me to go on it, I was like, wait, I've heard about this. What was this again? And I saw it and I was like, they want me to go on that? I was like thinking me on a TV show on Yle, and Yle is like one of the biggest broadcasting channels in Finland. And I was like, what? So that's how it happened, and then I went there. We had so much fun, and because we were on the show with other influencers, a few of them I knew already, and a few of them I haven't really I've been following them, but I didn't know them that well. So now we're like all friends.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And that's what I really like about like all these things, because you meet the whole influencing social media community, because you make so many friends. I really like that.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
And were you like in an island in Finland, or did they take you somewhere else?
Yeah, we were in Finland.
Okay.
We were actually, it was called Isosaari. I think, yeah, it wasn't too far away. It took we took a boat from like the shore in Helsinki, and it took maybe like half an hour. So it was fun not too far away from like home.
Yes.
Not too far, because I think like this, the season before that, I think they were in Rovaniemi or Lappi or somewhere very like up, and I was like so scared about that because like it's cold, but but it wasn't that cold. We actually had a very warm weather.
Okay.
But the worst thing about being there was we had to carry these big ass backpacks.
Okay.
And my back, my back hurts so much, and like I was just always asking for painkillers. I was like, my back hurts, like it really hurts, like I can't carry this anymore. But we had to.
Okay.
So it was a struggle.
So how does the season finish? Like when is the final episode? What happens? Like, is there some kind of team winning or like?
Oh yeah, and actually our team won.
Ah, congrats! Very happy about that.
So like the last episode, it just ended, and we had like a little Olympic kind of. We had 3 different tasks that all like, because every team had 3 people, so we had 3 tasks, and we had to decide like which one does everything. And mine was like, it was a robe thingy, like robes, and they made like some kind of thingy, and then I had to go on my Instagram and like do an Instagram live and ask my followers, what is this? Because I don't know the name of this, like I don't know what is this? And that was like my part of it. And then Vexi did the swimming part, and then what was the first one? I don't even remember the first task. Well, anyways, that was it, and then we won.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
So when you win, do you win any kind of prize? Do you get some money? Do you like, what is the deal with that?
We didn't get any money, but we got like a little prize, and then like in the end of the whole thing, we all got like little like, not plates, I don't know what the name of it, but like we had like Metsähaste, then we all had our tags on it, and then we got to take it home, and I actually got the prize for myself because they didn't want to take it, but I got the prize. I have it at home.
You're cheeky. That's very nice.
And then we also like after the whole thing was kind of done, we got printed pictures from like the whole, because like there was a person taking pictures like all along.
Yeah.
So we got like memories from that, and I actually have one picture of all of us just like reaching for the prize like this, and I have it at home so I can see it all the time.
That's
Because
so
it was
cute.
really nice experience. It lasted for
imagine.
4 days, but it was really good. I really
I was
loved
quite
it.
sure actually.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was
it would
quite
be
sure.
like maybe a few weeks or something
No,
like
it was
that.
4 days.
No, definitely better that way then. That's amazing. So what happens after the TV show? Like, did you get more followers? Did you get more exposure here with brand deals? Because I mean, you've been on TV,
I
right?
definitely did get more like followers and more exposure, but not really like too much. I didn't notice like a big difference, but it definitely, I love the experience. And even though if I wouldn't have gotten any extra like views or likes or whatever, more followers, the experience was like, that was the most thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And you got to know new
Yeah.
influencers, which is really always nice.
Yeah.
So, was that your first time on TV, or have you been on TV before?
I think that was my first TV show ever. I think. Yeah, I haven't been on TV before. I would love to. I really, like, one of my biggest dreams is to be an actor
Oh.
one day.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I really want to.
You want to talk about that? I would love to know more
I mean,
about that.
I've always liked acting. Like, when I was a young kid, I used to be on all these, like, little plays that we did in school. But I
Cute.
never went to acting school. But I've always been very interested in, like, acting. But I never really have done anything to get to that point. But it's still a dream of mine.
Okay. So would you like to go to the acting school here in Finland, or is something that...
Right now, no, but it's definitely something I could maybe do one day. But right now, no. It's just a dream that I have.
Okay.
Like,
Well, you're
yeah.
22 years old, like you have all the time
I
in the
know.
world to do
One day-
anything you want.
One day I will play the child of Will Smith in a movie. I know
Okay.
it. That's my biggest dream. I love Will Smith. He's my biggest like idol, icon, whatever. I look up to him very much.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice. So, would you like to be more theater or more like movies?
Movies, definitely movies and series. Being on a Netflix show would be like a dream. Like, oh my god, or like any show. Just the
Yeah.
experience. It's really like, I like it.
Yeah. Well, definitely. Then probably it's not Finland is not the best place for
No.
that, because I kind of feel like there are like productions,
Yeah.
but not like really big production. It's not like a cinematic
Not big ones, but
country.
it's something to start from.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Because I've been this year I've been on a few shows. No, I didn't have like a big role. I didn't like say anything, but I was an extra,
Okay,
like just
explain us.
behind. So it was like it was an experience, and it was really nice to like see other actors doing what they do. And when I was there, just seeing what they do, I was like, I want to do that. Like
Yeah.
that's so cool. It's so cool. Like acting, I don't know what it is about acting, but like I don't know, it's so cool.
That's so nice. Can you let us know where you an extra? Like, is it something that we can know? Is it released? Like, it's confidential?
I think it's pretty confidential for now.
Okay.
For now.
So we will get to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see me on any episodes, but I'm there.
Well,
maybe my hand or like my hair
Just-
swinging.
Share it on your social media
Yeah.
so we will see it. That's very nice. And now you've been also part of Pause, right? Or Pause.
Yep. That was about us influencers being without social media for 2 weeks.
How was it?
It was horrible, but it was like fun.
Okay.
I don't really know, because my problem with it wasn't really like not being able to post anything, because like posting, I can go without posting for 2 weeks, but I do everything on my phone, on my social media. I follow other people's lives. I go on Twitter. I look YouTube videos. I watch Twitch. I watch people play. Like, that's what I do with my like free time. So now that was taken away, I was like,
What do I do now?
like, I don't have a life. My life is on my phone. Like, what do? Go play football? Or what do? I don't know. But I survived for the 2 weeks, and we had like, they gave us cameras, and then we were like basically vlogging ourselves and
So
our
you were
lives.
at home and then you were just vlogging yourself.
Yeah,
doing
everything,
normal life.
everything.
And did they have your phone, or like how
No,
did
I
they
had
know?
I had my phone, but we had to delete everything. Obviously, like someone could have cheated.
Yeah.
But I actually did download my Snap and my TikTok back for a few minutes during the show, but I filmed it. I was like, I'm gonna download it for just a few minutes now. So if you wanted to download something back, you just film it, because it creates drama. It creates some drama in the series.
Okay.
But it was only a two-time thing. So, yeah. And the hardest part was filming, like the actual filming part, because I don't really vlog. I don't know how to vlog my whole day.
Yeah, it's
It's
has
hard.
to be rough.
Yeah, so like I had to film everything I do. When I ate something, when I was sitting on the sofa watching TV, I just put the camera like this. It felt so weird because I never do it. So I just put the camera like this and I was just watching, and I was like, what? Okay, well, it was there. And when I go out, when I was at work, always filming, that was the hardest part.
Yeah, I can imagine. And how long was that? Like for 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Yeah, 14 days.
Wow.
Yep. It sounds pretty like a big amount, but it's really not. Like in the end, the hardest parts were the last few days for me, because like I was just, I'm gonna get my social media back soon. I'm gonna get it now. I want to get it right now. And when I got them back, I thought that I would be like, oh my god, I finally got them back, woohoo. Obviously I was, because like I said hi to a few friends, I downloaded everything back. I was like, well, what's going on in the world?
Yeah.
But that lasted for like an hour or two, and then I was just like, oh, okay.
Back to normal.
Yeah, back to normal. And yeah, would I do it again? No. But was it an experience? Definitely.
So do you consider you are addicted to social media?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And not necessarily like Instagram or TikTok or something like that, but our generation, like, we have everything on our phone. We do everything on the phone. If I want to search up like information about something nowadays, I might go even TikTok, because like TikTok is
Literally.
I've learned so many things from TikTok.
Yes.
It's crazy. Like so many weird ass things, like how does my washing machine work? Oh, did you know this little fact about peeling an orange or something? And I'm like, wow.
Yes, literally. Like just this week, I learned one about the dishwasher.
Yeah, the thing where you can
you can put it up and down. Yeah, the up one, and I'm like, so that's why my big plates don't fit down. Are you telling me that? I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that, and
TikTok.
I'm so mad because, well, I just moved like a month ago, and now I don't even have a dishwasher in my apartment, which is kind of sad. But my last one did, and I would have wanted to know that. Like, you can literally like put it up and down so you can fit more stuff. Like,
yes. It's life changing. I can guarantee you. It's life changing.
I mean, probably we would know about it if we would like read the descriptions and how the manuals of like things, but we don't.
But and then again, if you're living in rent, I don't even know if I have a manual of the dishwasher at this house.
But that's exactly, like, that's one thing what I like about TikTok. You can really learn
everything.
But it's crazy, like little life hacks. I'm like, wow.
And one of the things that I love the most is that I feel like TikTok has gone through from sorry, my English is still
it's okay.
Gets stuck sometimes. It has gone from just being something like, oh, just dances, oh, ridiculous for kids, blah blah blah, to somewhere where you can literally learn maths or learn about history or life hacks or and you also get all that content, right? Like there has been the increment of like all of those content creators that provide value not only on entertainment but also in so many other things that you can actually learn so much. Like
you can.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But like TikTok, I like TikTok, but always sometimes it annoys me. Like the whole app annoys me. Like for my part, cause like I don't really get the algorithm of TikTok. It's so weird and it confuses me. But like
and
it's
changing constantly.
Yeah, it does.
Constantly. When I think I have the formula for my videos, when to post it, what they like, how to get the views, change again. And I'm like, I
don't know how it works. Well, for the past like maybe a year or two, I feel like I haven't put so much time on TikTok. I mean, my views have gone like this, so down.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really let that affect me that much. Like some people have asked me, so you don't get so many views anymore. Why is that? And I'm like, I don't really know, but I'm just doing what I do. Like, I'm just doing. I don't know. Of course, it's like sad because like you're like maybe you don't get that many brand deals anymore. Because I there was a year when I was just doing social media, not working at a bar or restaurant. I was just doing social media, and that was really fun. Like I was getting a lot of money, but then COVID hit, and my mental health was like poof, and I didn't want to do videos anymore. Not that much. I didn't put that much time, and you can see it right now, like from my from the views. But right now it's like we're going up. We're getting there because like everything is getting better, but I feel like COVID and Corona, like everything, it just fucked up everything.
Yes.
Like everyone's lives.
Yeah.
I hated it. But now it's weird to think that there was a time in our lives when people were buying toilet paper.
Imagine.
It's crazy.
Just like crazies. They were just there.
I couldn't find toilet paper in any shops.
It's
But yeah, I'm really happy that COVID is not a thing anymore. But it does like affect a lot of people still. But personally, I feel like right now I have so much motivation to like do things. I'm working 3 jobs right now because like I really want to save up money because I want to go traveling. I don't want to just be stuck because like this year earlier I felt so stuck. I don't know like how to describe it, but I didn't want to do anything. I didn't like have any ideas for anything. I didn't know what I want to do with my life. But now it's like I'm just gonna work, get the money, go travel, be happy.
okay. So you've
At some
been
point.
in like a bit of a darkest place during COVID times.
Yeah.
How that affected your mental health? How did it started?
Well, even before COVID, I've always had like a little struggle with my head, and I didn't want to accept it that I had like problems, you know. So, but during COVID, it really hit me. I don't like something just happened in my head, and I lost all the motivation to do anything. I didn't speak to my friends that much. I didn't care about anything. But I didn't realize that I didn't care about anything until like now when I think back to it.
Yeah.
But at that time, didn't care about myself. I didn't take care of myself at all. I didn't care what my friends were doing. I mean, on a level, yes, but I didn't put as much as time to it that I would have wanted to. And also on social media, also on work, I didn't want to work. So then the money problems came, and then when you have money problems, it fucks up your head again. And like, I just went in a spiral like this.
Yeah.
And it took like a year and a half for me to like get myself up. And that's just the thing that people don't realize, not just with me, but like with everyone. Everyone has so many problems. And that's why like I really want to be nice to everyone. So what I mean is like when you meet new people, or when you see someone, or when someone says something about their life, you need to be nice about it, because you never know what someone's going through. Because I remember like maybe it was about like a year ago, maybe even 2 years ago. I remember if it was during COVID or like before after COVID. I said something. I was with people that they were like my friends or my friends' friends, but not like super close friends who didn't like know everything about me. I just said something like, "Oh, I haven't cleaned my apartment in like 4 days," or something like that. Just we were talking about cleaning. I was like, I haven't cleaned because I was being lazy. And this one person said, how can you like be like that you don't clean it in 4 days? For me, it was like so normal not clean your house because I was so depressed. Like I just didn't want to because I can't do it. So when someone said that, obviously he didn't mean to say it in a bad way. It's just like a comment because like I don't what he means. But for me, that was like, oh shit. Like I actually like that's a problem. I felt so uncomfortable because I know he didn't mean it like in a bad way, but for me it was like a bad. Because I was in a bad place.
Yes.
So that's what some people like. I want people to understand, you know, that some people are not that good, and for them it's normal. For me, it was normal to like not clean in 4 days. Nowadays, I have to clean every day because like I don't want I hate mess. But when you're really depressed, getting up from bed, cleaning, even taking a shower once a day, it's hard. It's hard. I don't know why it is, but that's just how it like your mind works.
Yeah.
So that was me for like almost 2 years, but no one knows. Like some people know, but not everyone knows, because like it's a very uncomfortable and hard thing to talk about.
Yeah.
And that's why I've tried to talk about that more on my social media.
Yes. And I
Not
find
to,
it very
like-
inspiring, honestly.
Yeah, because I just want to normalize it. It's like mental health problems are not like they're problems, but not problems. They're just things that if you have them, you gotta learn how to live with them. You know, well, I don't want to compare this to like someone who's in a wheelchair, but basically, if you're in a wheelchair, you gotta learn how to live your life when you're in a wheelchair, you know? So that's almost the same with mental health. If you have that, you gotta learn to live with it, and you gotta learn how to take most of your life, like most things of your life, and make them good things, you know?
Yeah.
It's just something you gotta learn. It's not a problem. It's a problem, but it's a problem you gotta accept and then live with it. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to like teach people.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very nice. Has social media helped you, like being open on social media about you in that moment, being depressed and so on, has helped you more, or like made you the opposite effect and made you feel worse in that sense?
Kind of both. I mean, I like ranting about my life on social media. Like, I like telling about my things when everything is fun, because like my coping mechanism for my problem is humor.
Okay.
Like I'm like, ha ha ha, I'm so depressed, but like inside I'm like dead. So like that's just
Literally.
that's just how I deal with stuff. So when people tell me that they're going through the same things, it helps. It's like, okay, it helps me because it makes me feel happy that I've made someone feel like
Understood.
they can relate and they understand what I'm going through, so I can understand what they're going through, you know, like the communication. Like that's what I want to like do with my mental health talking, or whenever I talk with mental health, like about mental health. So that there, like at least one person, if there's at least one person who's gonna feel like they're comfortable looking at my videos and feeling like they're understood, that makes me happy. Like that's the good thing. Obviously, social media has made me like insecure about a lot of things in my life, because it happens. I hate social media for that, because like it makes me hate myself. And it's always just been like that, but it's a thing that I need to start learning to love myself. You know, I love myself, but not enough, because like every day I go on social media and I see all these pretty people who have something I don't have, and it's just everyone is jealous about something in their
Yes,
life. It's
absolutely.
normal, but
And we all
it's
have
so sad.
insecurities.
Yeah,
It's
we all. I hate insecurities. It's so bad. I hate them. I hate
know.
insecurities. But it's just how my mind works.
yeah,
It's so sad.
Yours and everyone's actually, because if you think about it, people most of the times when you tell them you're insecure, they are like, "You're crazy!" Like, no, it's nothing
Yeah,
like
you
that.
shouldn't be
know?
insecure.
Yeah, but then it's just like, how am I supposed to stop this? You know, it's like how I see it in my head.
Yeah,
So
it's hard. You
so
can't stop
difficult.
it. Like obviously, when people tell me that they're insecure, I'm like, I know how you feel, and it's so hard not to be insecure. And I've heard that too so many times. You don't need to be insecure. You're so beautiful. It's not about that. It's so hard to explain to someone that,
Yeah.
like, but that's just not how I feel. That's how my
Yeah.
mind works. It's so hard to like switch it.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You can't just do it like this. Oh, okay, I'm good with myself now.
No,
No,
it
it
needs-
takes so much time.
Yeah, it's so much time and so much work and introspection and just like, for example, in my case, what really helped me when I was in a bad place with my mental health, I went to therapy, and then I started to like work on everything that it was making me insecure.
Yeah.
Or like I had, for example, a lot of trust issues because of traumas from past relationships, you know, so going through all of that, learning about all of that, and you know, just reaching for help from someone who's objective. Like there may be people who's not comfortable going to therapy, which is completely understandable, but in my case at least I needed someone who were not my friends or my family, because they
Yeah.
are biased, you know, like
Yeah.
they never gonna be objective, they never gonna give me the
Yeah.
advice that I need, and maybe they are saying the same, but just the fact that I'm hearing it from someone who doesn't know me, right?
Yeah.
And it's giving me that mechanism and like the keys to and the tools to get where I need to be, it was so helpful. But then again, social media can be very hard, but at the same time I realized that lately there's a lot of work especially related to bodies in general. Like there's a lot of body positivity
Yeah.
sorry, body positivity, and then people just sharing like, yes, girls, like, yeah, I have stretch marks, I have cellulitis, I have body weight that is normal in any single body, you know, and
Yeah.
it's not everything poses, because and I feel like Instagram got to a limit where everything was edited, where everything was just like perfect bodies, perfect faces,
Yeah.
perfect makeup, perfect hair, everything perfect, you know, and then you see yourself and it's just like, I want to look like that, and I'm never gonna look like that, and it's just like
I hate
you cannot reach
people who
that.
edit pictures. I get if you want to edit like a pimple away from your picture or something. I get that. Like, oh my god, almost everyone does that. I remember when I was like 16 and I was editing my pictures. I was putting like my lashes longer or something like that. But
Yeah.
like people who edit their appearance,
Yeah.
like make your booty bigger or your tits bigger or your like waist smaller. Like
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate it so much because not just because with that editing you're gonna make other people think that you look like that, and you're gonna make other people think that that's what everyone should look like.
Yeah.
That's a problem. But also when you edit your pictures, it's gonna make yourself insecure more.
Yes.
Because if you edit your pictures, you're gonna look at them like, why don't I look like that?
Yeah.
I want to look like that, but I don't. So you're gonna edit them. It's gonna do damage with your own head.
Absolutely.
But also, people who edit their pictures, obviously you're insecure, and that's like, insecurities are so normal, and that's what's sad about the world, that you need to like, people who feel like you gotta change yourself to make people like you.
Yeah.
That's a problem in the world. Like, I
It's-
don't know how
it
to get
is.
rid of that, but it's such a huge problem, and I hate it.
And social media, it's also so hard because it's so easy to be a hater in an anonymous account.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, like with a fake name, fake picture, and just like
TikTok is toxic too.
oh my God, I've
I hate
received
TikTok.
so many bad
People are
things.
so toxic on TikTok. It's
Like
so. Ooh.
you really need to not listen to it and just. And in my case, I have a very few, like my community is small, you know, but I cannot imagine, for example, people who has 70 million followers on TikTok and they're receiving live threats. It's like,
I know.
it's just crazy. How do you cope with that? And like, have you ever received any kind of negative feedback that, and how have you managed those situations?
Definitely, yeah. I have received like negative things. Not too much. Not too much. Like, but. And I feel like sometimes, like, I'm a confident person on a level, and I think a lot of people think that I'm confident too. Like, that's what I've heard from other people. But when I see negative comments, I don't like whatever it is about. I look at them, I'm like, oh, okay, fuck you, you're boring, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna ignore that.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
still, all the little negative comments, it's gonna make you think, it's gonna hit you. All the people who say that negative comments don't affect them in any way, I think they're lying.
Yeah.
No, it does. Even a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe not in your head, but like, you're gonna think about those and you're just gonna be like, people really think like that?
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna do something to you. That's so bad, it's so sad.
Yeah, I actually think that these kind of people who usually put negative comments is not something personal towards you, but they are not happy with their life. They're
Probably something like
feeling
that.
miserable,
Yeah.
and then they have. That's what I try to think. You know, like if someone is being hateful on purpose, you know, when it's not kind of feedback just to help you, but like when they are doing it on purpose,
Yeah.
then it's just like they are either kids that they are bored and they don't know what
Yeah.
they are doing, because happens a lot, or they are people who are miserable with their lives and their coping mechanisms making other people
And like,
feel bad
everyone
to them.
has opinions. Like,
course.
I look at some videos and I go like, what's that about?
Yeah.
But I don't go on there and like comment
You're not
for
gonna
that
go,
person.
"What is this about?" Yeah,
Yeah, like
exactly.
you don't go to people and make their life miserable, you know? Everyone has opinions. Everyone has opinions about me. Like, I'm not likable by everyone, and that's normal.
Yeah, obviously.
But people don't come to me and they're like, I don't like you. Because
Yeah.
you don't do that to people.
No.
There's a lot of TikTokers or like videos that I don't like seeing. I'm like, ugh, this is boring. I hate this, but I don't tell them I hate that, because why would you do that? That's something I don't get. Like, why would you want to tell someone something that's gonna make them feel like shit?
Yeah, exactly. Especially because most of the times it just you don't like it because it's not your audience. Like it's not your content. It's not what you like
Yeah.
to enjoy. But I bet their audience loved that, right? So
Yeah.
it just if you don't want to watch this, keep scrolling. You know, on
Exactly.
Instagram or TikTok and so on.
People need to normalize that not everyone likes everything. Like,
Obviously.
this is like what I usually say also about like people. So there's a lot of people I don't like,
And it's fine.
but and it's fine. And if I don't like you, that's not a problem. We just like not everyone. Obviously, I'm nice to everyone. Like if I have a friend's friend who I don't like, I'm nice to them because I respect my friends.
Yeah.
Like I'm nice to everyone. That's what you need to do. But if like I don't want anyone to get mad at me if I don't like you, because like not everyone needs to like
There's
everyone.
no need, yeah. And not everyone is gonna like you.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I feel like a lot of people is not understanding, that you don't need to please everyone. You don't need everyone to like you. You know, you are yourself. And then, of course, not everyone is gonna like you.
Yeah,
and
but that's like,
fine.
I don't say that as a bad thing, but it's just a normal thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's obvious.
It's a normal thing not to like someone. And like, I have had comments saying that I don't like your videos, and then I go to their profile and I see them following me. Like, if you don't like me, just unfollow me. Like, it's not, don't make yourself my problem. Like, if you don't like me, just, go away. But the problem with people is, if they don't like someone, they want to make it so clear.
Yes.
Like, I don't like you, I don't like this, and then they talk about you to their friends, and they're like, I don't like that person. Like, why? I just like, just stay away from me if you don't like me. You know.
Yeah.
But that's something also that I think needs to be normalized. That not everyone needs to be friends. Not everyone needs to like something. Like, that's so like that's a thing that's so normal in my head, because I have had times in my life when I had a feeling that I want to be liked by everyone, but then I realized and I saw myself like changing because I wanted to please people.
Exactly.
And that resulted in me being insecure about myself again, because I realized that what I'm being to other people right now is not what I am myself, because I was just trying to please people.
Absolutely.
Now I know that that's not a good thing to do, but like that's a thing you just gotta realize at some point in your life, that you don't need to make everyone like you.
No.
Like you don't need to. Like, don't work. Like, if you see yourself changing for other people, change your friend group.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have people around you who like you.
Don't hang out with that people.
Exactly.
Which is as easy.
Don't change yourself.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's very, very good advice. And speaking of advice, is like, I would like to know, and just everyone who's listening, what is an advice that you could give someone who's also in a bad space, like, or in a bad place at the moment in their life, who are coping or like managing different situations with mental health, and what has helped you to be in a better place?
That's one of the most hardest questions I always have to think about, because when you're dealing with mental health problems, everyone is dealing with them differently.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people might have depression, but everyone deals with that differently. Myself, I sometimes say that I'm the happiest, most depressed person ever, because I seem like that outside. Like, it doesn't show all the time that I am depressed, except if I'm like at home. But some people are like, they don't go anywhere. So like, my advice for people is probably to have someone to talk to, because that's the most important thing. It doesn't even need to be a therapist. It doesn't need to be anyone who can even help you, but like, to get those bad feelings and like from your head to like say to someone, that's really good. Also, writing them down is really good. And then also not letting, this is very hard, but it's like not letting the mental health problems that you have take over your life. As I said earlier, we shouldn't consider them as problems, because mental health is health. It's still health.
Yeah.
And you're probably gonna live with that for most of your life. So what helps is you need to try and accept the fact that you have those problems and find ways to be the happiest with those problems.
I hope people who's listening to this and have people like that can also apply those things.
Yeah.
So now I would love to see the questions that your followers have sent you.
Yes. There's a few, I think. So the first one is asking, like, how are you? Like, how am I? Well, I think that came out pretty good on this, but like, I'm doing okay. I'm like always struggling. But right now, comparing to like earlier this year, everything is like getting better.
That's very
It's
nice
like
to
better.
hear.
Obviously, I still feel like shit inside my head, but I feel like my life is like going somewhere right now. Like I'm not stuck. So that's a really good question. That's a question that should be asked from like everyone every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally.
And then your favorite nightclubs in Helsinki.
Okay.
I feel like I'm obligated to say the bar that I work at because if I don't, I think I might get fired. So Have. Have Helsinki is definitely one. For good music, good workers. I work there, so you know.
If you
good
want to
drinks.
see her, you just have to go to Have it.
Yeah. And then also one place that I like really much is Kuudeslinja. I like Kutonen because they play like rap and R&B, and that's like that's my jam. I love that.
Yes.
So those two, Have and Kuudeslinja.
I would actually say the same.
I like Kuudeslinja so much. It's so
Yeah.
good. And then the last question is my favorite song right now from Finland and from like abroad. Damn, that's a hard question. From Finland, actually no, that's not too hard. From Finland, it's gonna be either a song called Melancholia by Ege Zulu. It just actually like came out a few weeks ago. It's really
Yes,
good.
it's
I
so
really
good.
like it. I like the song really much. Or then a song called Paikallaan. And it's from a few artists from Venetia, and there's Jackass and Fetti. And it's really, that's a good song. I've been listening to it like all the time this year, like all the time on repeat. I think it might be my most listened song this year.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a good song. And then from abroad, oh my God, there's so many different songs that I listen to. Maybe right now, it's gonna be like overall, it's like probably some song from Juice WRLD because I love Juice WRLD. But right now, it's a song called Enough by Charlie on a Friday. It's a long name. It's not too popular in Finland, I think. I found it randomly on Twitter.
Okay.
Like that song, and I was like, this is good. So I've been listening to his music a lot. So yeah. From abroad, Enough by Charlie on a Friday, and then from Finland, either Paikallaan or Melancholia.
I love Iggy Zulu so much. Like, my account is a star fan of Iggy Zulu, I swear. Have you ever lived abroad somewhere else?
Spain.
Okay.
My dad lives in Spain.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. You want to talk about that? I
Yeah,
would like to know.
So my dad has always lived in Spain. My parents actually met in Belgium, and then I came into this world. But yeah, my dad lives in Mallorca, Spain.
Okay.
And my mom and my brother and me, we always lived here in Finland. But then when I was like 9, we moved to Spain because like my mom and my dad was like, we're gonna move to Spain forever, and I was like, okay, Spain, woo, let's go. I started school there, and then my parents separated after a year.
Okay.
And because my mom, like, she wouldn't survive in Spain like by herself, kind of. Like my dad, obviously, yeah. And when I was like 10, I was like, I want to go back to Finland. So we came back here. But yeah, Spain has been my second home, like forever, like my whole life. We always used to go there every single summer when I was younger. And well, nowadays I don't go there that much, but I see my father like once, twice, every other year. So yeah, Spain is very close to my heart. Very close. I love it. I love Spain.
What is your guilty pleasure then?
Country music. Listening to country music. I don't know. There's something about country music that like calms me down. Not every day, but like some songs I can just listen home and I'm cleaning. But I don't tell that to everyone. Not everyone. No.
Well, now you did.
There's a lot of opinions about country music, but I like it. And talking about my music taste, it's so wide. I like so many different like genres and songs. I don't have like one that I listen to every day. Maybe like rap and hip hop and R&B and that, but I listen to a lot of like songs.
That's very nice.
Yeah. But country music is my guilty pleasure, definitely. Because even I sometimes when I listen to it, I'm like, why am I listening to this? Why? Why is this song good? Why is it good?
But it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so good. Some songs, definitely. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you have one?
It's actually a really good question. I love reading. I have a problem. I am addicted. Like
Really?
I can go to sleep at 5 or 6 a.m. just because I am addicted to a
Because
book.
you're reading.
Yes. And my guilty pleasure is reading romance fantasy books. where like they happen in another world. There's magic, there's stuff, but there's also romance, you know. And when it's like slow burn, and they are just like, there's the main characters there, and they like each other, but they are not telling each other. And then there's a big plot of magic or whatever around. I'm just so into that.
Wow.
But we are arriving to the end of this interview, and I don't know, I think you know, but every interview that I have, at the end, you need to tell me your juicy secret.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna measure the juiciness of it.
Oh my god.
So what is your juicy secret?
My juicy secret? Ooh. Okay, I gotta think about this for a minute. Something juicy. Okay. So 2 years ago, I started talking to this boy, who did TikToks. He's a Finnish TikToker.
Okay.
So we started talking during COVID, and you know, it was COVID. We kind of started liking each other, and then we saw a few times too, and then, you know, we're like, haha, that's so cute. Anyways, then something, you know, happened between us, and then he said that he wants to start dating.
Okay.
And I was like, no, okay. I don't want to. And he said, no, long distance is gonna work, everything's gonna work. And I was like, no,
Hold
like
on,
this
but
is.
where is he from?
He's from Finland. He's
okay,
Finland.
but
Yeah,
other city.
Yeah, other city. And I was like, no, you can't. This is like, it was too much. So I stopped talking to him out of nowhere. I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. And after that, he was so obsessed with me. He was like, it felt too much. Okay. He started making TikToks about like, if a girl does this to you and this, just forget her. Like, nah. He was. I think they were like all about me. And then every time he wanted to come to like Helsinki, he asked my friends, like my girlfriends, that can I stay at your place? And I think we're friends still, but like that was like, no, like, so that TikTok boy, that's my juicy secret.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe someone's gonna find out who he is, but you know.
Now I'm so curious.
I know, that's my juicy secret.
Oh, I'm so curious now. Oh my god. Okay, I'll give you an 8.
An 8 out of 10?
An 8 out of 10.
I think that's pretty good.
Because I'm just so intrigued to know who it is. And I'm just gonna check it, I swear, like I need to check it.
I'm never gonna tell anyone who it is. A few people know, but no, he was... Nowadays, maybe he's grown, but it was too much for me. No.
Do you want to tell him anything, just in case he's watching this or listening to this?
I'm sorry, and I hope you have a nice life.
Thank you so much for being here
today. Thank you for asking me. This was really fun to talk. I love this.
I'm glad you think that.
Thank you so much for being here today and listening this episode of All the Juice podcast. It is available in all podcast platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and it will mean the world to me if you would subscribe, like, and share All the Juice with your loved ones. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week, and we'll see each other again in 2 weeks.